In 53 BCE, at the Battle of Carrhae in Syria, Crassus was killed in a humiliating defeat to the Parthians. Caesar's daughter Julia, the wife of Pompey, also died. Pompey then sided with the Senate against Caesar. The Triumvirate was officially dead. The Senate demanded Caesar hand over his 10 legions and to lay down his command. He refused. He couldn't afford to get tried as a war criminal and was left with no choice but to rebel. Caesar would cross the Rubicon in 49 BCE. This marked the beginning of Caesar's civil war. He swiftly took control of Italy while Pompey and most of the Senate fled to Greece. He was made dictator and would rebuild the Senate with his own supporters in order to legitimize his rule. Caesar then crossed the Adriatic Sea. After an exhausting battle at Dyrrhachium, Pompey would force Caesar's withdrawal. They would meet again at the Battle of Pharsalus, where Caesar would prevail. Pompey then fled to Egypt, but would be killed upon arrival. The civil war was effectively over. Caesar then sailed to Egypt, and after a months-long siege, Cleopatra was placed on the throne. He then dealt with an uprising by King Pharnaces II, where he would utter the famous words, "I came, I saw, I conquered." He then briefly returned to Rome, after which he headed to North Africa to quell the rest of the resistance, headed by Cato. He would be given 4 triumphs for his conquests in Gaul, Egypt, Asia Minor, and North Africa. Caesar made many reforms, which included debt restructuring, the reconstruction of Corinth and Carthage, the disbanding of his 9 oldest legions, a new system of taxation, the implementation of the Julian calendar, many public works like rebuilding the Senate House, the speaking platform, and the courthouse, along with constructing the Forum of Caesar. He increased the size of the bureaucracy. He gave citizenship to people outside of Italy, which was unprecedented. He also redistributed land to the poor. These legislations made Caesar immensely popular with the citizens of Rome, but they alienated the political class. Caesar was given the title of dictator in 49, 48, 46, and finally 44 BCE when he was made dictator for life. He was also given the consulship for 5 years. The dictator met his end at the hands of his own people. A conspiracy led by Marcus Junius Brutus, Gaius Cassius Longinus, and Decimus Brutus Albinus that involved over 60 Roman senators came to fruition on the Ides of March in 44 BCE. During a Senate meeting, Caesar was cornered and stabbed 23 times. Gaius Julius Caesar was dead.